When I was in school, probably elementary school, when you do those, what I want to be when I grow up, I said I want to be a police officer. That's what I said when I was a kid. And as I got older, I said, okay, how do you become a police officer? What do I gotta do? I don't know what I'm doing. As I got older and started getting familiar with different careers and different paths to, getting there, I started realizing that I want to help people, and I know eventually college has to come into play. I didn't really know too much about college because nobody in my family went to college, so I was kind of confused. At one point in time, I wanted to go to the military. I wanted to go to the Air Force. In high school, I actually was in ROTC, and the branch we was in was the Air Force. I took the ASVAB 7 times, each time the 4 years in high school, and then an extra time sophomore, junior, and senior year. And I passed. Eventually, I knew probably by my sophomore, junior year that college was going to be in my span of life. I did my research and I looked into Morgan. I looked into Towson, some other regular schools. And what happened was I found out that Morgan was having an open house. So my mom took off. This was my senior year. My mom took off and she came with me to open house. So I actually walked into the sociology workshop. It was a lecture basically on the rundown of all the programs in sociology, the different professors, and Dr. Hargett was giving the lecture, and it was a lot of people in there, and I was kind of nervous. At that moment, I told my mother, I said, Mom, I think I really want to do college. And I lie to you not, my parents didn't know anything about me applying for college. I just gave them forms, sign this, sign that. They didn't know what it was. I said I need about $50 for the application fee, and I got accepted. They were so surprised, but I got accepted to Morgan, and I didn't look back. My experience at Morgan, I was pretty standoffish. I was always a people person because you're the only child, you have to gain those people skills, if that makes sense, only because I'm by myself. So you have to be able to adapt to different groups and different environments just because of the fact that I was always by myself. So when I came to Morgan, I wasn't used to having a roommate. I wasn't used to having groups of friends. I had a couple of friends, but I wasn't used to it. I just, I felt confident. I prayed on it that first day of class and I let it go through. First semester, school was good. Second semester was good. The end of my second semester for my first year of, being at Morgan, my best friend passed away. So I failed all my finals, I think, I feel like I had your class. So besides your class, I failed all my finals and I was on academic probation. I looked in the mirror and I prayed about it. I said, okay, I'm not trying to be here past 4 years. I know college isn't a rush, but in my mind, I said, okay, I want to do 4 years and then maybe I want to go to grad school and then I want to be in my career by 28. That's what I told myself at the time. So I was taking all these extra classes. I took summer classes, I took winter classes. Um, I was still kind of shy and to myself because my best friend, I always talked to him like every day. We was friends since pre-K. So even though I had my groups of friends here, it felt like kind of weird just trying to get close with other people. I joined a modeling agency here. I was so scared. It just wasn't me. I don't wear like makeup or anything, so it was so scary to me because I was stepping out of my comfort zone. But that helped build my confidence. I joined this this organization called TLT, which is the lunch table. I did that for a couple of years. I joined NCNW. Just all these things I'm doing to just boost my confidence, and it actually helped. Um, Time went on. I ended up being an SGA, so I was a senator my senior year. That was nerve wracking because, like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. But as we all know, COVID happened March 2020, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So when that happened, it was kind of a shock to me. I was always used to being in the house, but it was just the fact that I'm not around people anymore. And I got so used to being comfortable being around people. So when that happened, my whole structure of my work ethic and everything changed because, yes, we are always on our phones, always on the computer, but that social interaction that I definitely started to enjoy more kind of got taken away. So ever since I graduated, I got into the federal government. So I work for the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission under the Office of Chief Financial Officer. I deal with contracts and acquisitions. I got accepted into grad school. I go to the University of Baltimore under getting my master's in criminal justice under the law enforcement track. So I still wanted to keep that criminal justice sociology theme in my life just because I love it. I can't go without it. I always wanted to work in national security, like international terrorism, intelligence, everything. So I'm about to start a new job being a security analyst for the Navy. When I told my family that I was graduating, of course, my parents were surprised. My parents never pressured me in elementary, middle, or high school, not even in my undergraduate. They always told me, do your best. We're still going to love you regardless. And that kind of pushed me more just because of the fact that they weren't, expecting so high of me. They was just, if you do it, we're still going to love you anyways. So when I told them I was graduating with my undergraduate degree, they were so happy. I didn't even tell them like, oh yeah, so I got the email. I told them like last minute, like, why didn't you tell us this before? So my family, when I told them, they were happy. I kind of sensed the sarcasm only because my family always thought I'm the youngest cousin. I'm the only child. I'm spoiled just because of being the only child. They always just had this sense of, she's going to do good regardless type feeling. But I still was excited. I still was bragging about it just because of the fact that my mom didn't get the opportunity. My dad didn't even finish high school. So my parents didn't get this opportunity. And I always wanted to make them happy. I always wanted to be there for them and just, help them whenever they need it. My name is Tia Early, and I'm a first-generation college graduate from Morgan State.